Greetings to you, Bantu people. I greet you in the name of God, I greet you in the name of Wara, I greet you in the name of everything we believe in. In the Wakanda spirit, may Wakanda spirit live forever. I'm sending you this message all the way from southern part of Africa here in Zambia. I greet all the people in the southern part of Africa, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Botswana, Mozambique, South Africa, Eswatini, Lesotho, Madagascar, Mauritius. I greet you all in the name of God. I greet all the people in the East African community there. Habari yako to the aunties and uncles, fathers and mothers. Shikamoo. I greet you. I love you all. Namipenda sana, nakupenda sana watu wangu. I greet all the people in the Central African community there. Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry, DRC Congo there. I greet you people. I greet you my people. I greet you people in West Africa there. Ghana, the Ghanaian people. I greet you my lovely people. The Nigerians, I greet you. The Gambia, the people of Gambia, the beautiful country Gambia, I greet you in the name of God. The people of Egypt there, I greet you. I greet you. The people of Ethiopia, I greet you. The people of Somali, I greet you in the name of God. Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, I greet you in the name of God. First and foremost, guys, my page, or when I'm talking about how we Africans should move away from the colonial mindset, I don't mean that the black people should start hating white people or Chinese, or the white people should start hating black people. The aim of this page is just to ensure that we liberate ourselves from mental slavery. We liberate ourselves from economic slavery, because in Africa we have been, in as much as we feel or we think or we look as if we are independent, yes, what we gained previously or what our forefathers fought for was for political independence or political freedom. We have political freedom, but the only thing we are lacking is economic freedom. This is the reason why almost all the young people like me here in Zambia are now standing up for their right to promote and to encourage their fellow Africans from different angles of communities here in Africa, even the African diaspora, so that we can stand firmly and defend what is rightfully ours. And this is our economic freedom. We are not yet economically we haven't gotten economic freedom yet. That's the reason why we are fighting. Because come to think of Africa being the largest producer of all the natural resources in the world, why is it the poorest continent? It's because there are people who are making sure that Africa should remain poor. And I'm not just talking from without. I have the evidence, I have the video, which is showing that our fellow people there in the West and America, they are doing everything that it takes for them just to make sure that Africa remains where it is, Africa remains poor. So we, the agents of Pan-Africans, we are here to make sure that people who have less privilege or opportunity to see what is usually going on in Africa and what has made African people to suffer or to continue suffering, or even the country to continue struggle when it comes to economic freedom. That's what we are here. Please, my people, I repeat, don't hate anyone, because if we tend to start hating anyone, it means that we are not going to focus on the real thing. The real thing is that is for us black people, is for us African people to wake up and start doing what is necessary for us to do so that we can grow our economic activities, we can grow our own technology, we can ensure that we advance our own infrastructures, we develop our own technologies and infrastructure, everything, our minds. It's time for us to start taking part of this, the political arena, political policies, with us, the youth, or the current youths, the African youth, to start now pushing our leaders to make right decision for the interest of our own people here in Africa, starting from Southern Africa, East, Central, West, North, everywhere in Africa. Listen to the video on the top there. You will see what has been happening here in Africa. Hear it yourself. Hear it. How we have been suffering. How these people have made sure that we are suffering.
We will not allow Sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep Sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about that. Okay, and this means all the economic structures, all the global institutions, and the economics we teach everyone is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is. And whether it is Europe or US or now China, it's always the same. We need Africa to be impoverished because we need those raw materials and we need them dirt cheap. Okay, so that's the message. It doesn't mean to say that there's nothing Africans can do. Of course there is. Okay, but this is the opposition that they're fighting. This is what it's about. Because if Africa does do something different, I assure you living standards of all those in Europe and North America and Asia is going to fall. Okay? And that is a big price to pay. I assure you that the West is not going to allow that without a big fight. Okay, so this is what it's fundamentally about. What I want to show you is how these structures are operating. It's just 20 minutes, so we can't do very much, but just to give you a little bit of an idea. And why I keep the ideology part there is because we are part of the producers of ideology. At universities and academic institutions, we are complicit in this whole enterprise. Okay, so the job of many Western academics is to convince Africans they have to keep doing what they're doing. Okay, and to show them it's your fault that you're poor. It's not our fault. It's your fault that you're poor. You know, so this is what we do in academic institutions, and I want to show that as well. And to start, this is what it's basically about, so you know what it's about, but I want to just show you the extent to which Africa is specializing in the production of raw materials and basic agricultural goods. We know the basic forces that have caused this underdevelopment. We know it's colonization. I will not discuss that very much because my colleague speaker is going to go into some aspects of this. But I do want to discuss the global economic structures, the global financial institutions, and economic ideology, briefly, to give you a flavor of those. Let me start with this. You can't really see it so easily, but if those of you who are interested, you want the PowerPoint, I'm sure we can make it available to you. But the thing that you really need to see is the top line. Okay? And the extent of dependency is captured by this statistic at the top. Okay? And you compare it with all other income groups, and what you see is essentially in that one statistic how dependent sub-Saharan Africa is on raw material production. Okay? This is the very heart of what makes sub-Saharan Africa beat. Okay? here just to have a look at one very important additional statistic. With all this export coming from sub-Saharan Africa, how much does sub-Saharan Africa account for in terms of global trade value? We know there are vast resources coming from there, but look at the bottom line in terms of global trade value. Look at that. 0.5%, 1975, 0.95%, going down to 0.1. Meaning that with all these vast resources being produced, how much are they getting for it? Nothing. Nothing. This is a very significant piece of data. Then I just want to show you what has happened to sub-Saharan Africa, because what we know, and from all studies, no country ever develops without manufacturing. Okay, producing raw materials will not take you anywhere. Producing basic agricultural goods will not take you anywhere. And let's have a look at how much manufacturing activity takes place in sub-Saharan Africa. We can look over the last 15 odd years, 15, 20 years. And we see manufacturing has actually declined as a percentage of the total. This is percentages of total production in sub-Saharan Africa. How much of it is accounted for by manufacturing? So this figure here is 17% of the total. Most of the rest, when we talk of industry, it includes manufacturing, but the bulk of it is mining. Okay? Raw material extraction. This is the bulk of it. And here we see actually raw material extraction has stayed the same. What has caused industry to fall is the fall in manufacturing production. This is deliberate because we will never, as Western economists, as Western policymakers, we cannot afford to allow Africa to industrialize and start producing manufacturers. Okay, so we will do everything to stop that. And I'm going to show you how we actually block that.
People of Africa, you have read it yourself. It's not me saying that. It's the white guy there saying the exact thing that has been happening here in Africa. Our presidents, the whole Africa, should wake up and see that the way they have been governing our continent isn't the way it's supposed to be. Or if you want to see our continent to prosper, let's change the way we are allowing these people to exploit our natural resources. Because to me, blaming them it's not even important as at now. What's important is for our leaders to be able to see what has been happening in our African countries and change. Let us unite ourselves and fight against this barbaric that has been happening for years and years, centuries and centuries. Otherwise, my lovely people, don't hate one another. Let's just find a solution together as one Africa. Please drop your comment, like and share the video for more information. Please, thank you very much. To you, my lovely people, I love you so much. When I talk things about white people, how the white people have been done, the West have been doing, doesn't mean that I'm racist. Doesn't mean that I don't like white people, I don't like Chinese, or I don't like Indians. Because I just want what is good for our people. Just like they have been doing the same thing. They have been doing this for their own survival. They have been doing this for the well-being and for the good of their own people. So we Africans, it's time for us to start doing things for our own people, for the well-being and for the good of our own people. Together, our Wakanda people, love you so much. Good day.